piano teachers, how to help your piano beginners orientate themselves on the piano, learning the differences between higher and lower octaves and what it means on the piano to play higher and lower, and also why do we use both clefs, treble clef and bass clef, usually treble for the right. In the beginning you can differentiate it like that. Treble clef is for the right, bass clef is for the left, and why different instruments play on different clefs. It's actually quite easy as long as you make this translation to them, because the piano keyboard is horizontally and it stays stable like that, right? We're sitting in the middle. Usually our belly button has to look in the first octave or in the middle C, as most musical systems call it. But when we say play higher, although they already probably have played different keys, they know they are moving to the right. So geographically, it's a little bit, you have to make this translation. On the piano, moving higher, you have to play to the right. And playing lower, you have to play to the left. Because the piano keyboard is not like that vertical. So high is literally geographically high and low is geographically low, as we all know it, right? Even small kids. So if you make this kind of translation, unite these two words, like to the right is higher on the piano and playing to the left is lower, then they already can start. You can start showing them also on the paper the treble clef and bass clef, right? You can also open the piano from the inside for them to see how thin the strings are on the higher octaves and how fat they become, and even more strings on the lower keys, moving to the left. And tell them to imagine, always give them relatable examples of instruments they probably already have heard, either live or from their screens. Like, let's say, a violin. Where would the violin play? It plays quite high pitches because it's a small instrument, right? Has very thin strings. So on the piano it would be to the right, and we would use treble clef to write those keys. But if we had an instrument such as tuba or contrabass, which is quite fat, quite big of an instrument, and has a heavy, low sound, low pitch, on the piano we would play it to the left, lower, to the left. And we would use bass clef for their scores. So you can attach also the knowledge of different